Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Diana Mariana Angelina Sirait, NPM 2023-41-5017. I want to um, talk about presentation, definition, animal cell. Animal cells are the basic structural and functional units of animal tissues and organs. They are eukaryotic cells. This means that, unlike prokaryotic cells, animal cells have membrane-bound organelles suspended in the cytoplasm enveloped by a plasma membrane. This fundamental feature is not exclusive to animal cells, though. Both animal cells and plant cells are eukaryotic, and therefore a plant cell has this feature too. However, plant cells can be easily distinguished from animal cells by the presence of a cell wall. Apart from this, an animal cell also works plastids, especially chloroplasts that are involved in a plant's photosynthesis. Structure animal cell. A typical structure of an animal cell includes organelles, cytoplasmic structures, cytosol, and cell membrane. Organelles are membrane-bound structures inside the cell, and each of them has a distinctive cell membrane. The cell membrane of an animal cell is a lipid bilayer with embedded proteins. The structural organization of the cell membrane permits selective permeability. Not all substances will be able to enter the cell. Small nonpolar molecules may pass through with relative ease. However, polar molecules cannot, and as such would require transporters, such as membrane proteins. The cell membrane is the only structure that surrounds an animal cell, in spite of the lack of a cell wall. The cell membrane of the animal cell contains cholesterol that provides structural integrity and support. Furthermore, the presence of cholesterol and the lack of cell walls in animal cells make them fluid rather than rigid and therefore render them the capability of movement. The nucleus is the most prominent organelle in an animal cell. It contains chromosomes, nucleus, nuclear bodies, and nucleosome. It is surrounded by a nuclear envelope, also called nuclear membrane. That is perforated with nuclear pores. Since it contains most of the genetic material of animal, it is regarded as the control center of the cell, regulating most of the cell's activities such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. It does so by regulating gene expression. Endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum (ER) is an interconnected network of flattened cells or tubules. The endoplasmic reticulum that is studied with ribosomes is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. Those without are called smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is involved in protein synthesis, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum in lipid synthesis. Golgi apparatus. An organelle that is composed of stacks of chitinate is called the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is involved in the packaging and secretion of biomolecules, e.g., proteins, glycosylation, and lipid transport. The collective term for all the Golgi apparatus within the cell is called the Golgi complex. Mitochondria. The mitochondria are the animal cell semi-autonomous organelles. They have their own genetic material called mtDNA. They are involved in energy synthesis by means of the citric acid cycle. Lysosomes. Lysosomes are single-membrane structures containing various digestive enzymes. As such, its function is intercellular digestion. Endosomes. Endosomes are physically involved in endocytosis. When an animal cell takes in a particulate from the outside, it surrounds it with a membrane and then brings it to the endosome. The endosome in turn takes it to the lysosome. Vacuole. Vacuoles are present in animal cells. However, they are not as prominent as there are in plant cells. Vacuoles are involved in thermoregulation, intracellular secretion, storage, and excretion. Centrioles. Centrioles are organisms with a 9+2 microtubular configuration. They are self-replicating and help in organism cell division. They are present in animal cells only. Cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton is the internal framework of the animal cell. The different types of cytoskeleton are actin filaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. Their fundamental role is for controlling cell shape, maintaining intracellular organization, and for cell movement. Cilia and flagella. Some animal cells have space-lead structures, such as flagella and cilia. Involved in locomotion, flagella are long, slender, whip-like extensions that enable cells to move by propulsion. Aside from movement, certain flagella are used for sensation and signal transduction, e.g. inward photoreceptor cells of the eye, olfactory receptor neurons of the nose, and kinocilium in the cochlea of the ear. Cilia are hair-like projections on the surface of central cells. The epithelial cells of the lungs are an example of an animal cell. Types of animal cell. Animals are multicellular organisms, and as such, their body is composed of several cells. About trillion of cells, a group of cells performing a specific function is called a tissue. Animal cells in its tissue may be heterotrophs, cell junction, Ejectile junction, gap junction, and desmosomes. The animal body has several types of cells. Examples of common animal cell types include skin cells, muscle cells, blood cells, fat cells, nerve cells, sex cells, and stem cells. Skin cells are cells that make up the skin of epithelial tissue. Muscle cells, also called mesiotes, are cells that make up muscular tissue. Blood cells are the cellular elements of the blood. They are the red blood cells and white blood cells. Fat cells, also called adipocytes, are cells of the adipose tissue. Nerve cells, also called neurons, are cells of nervous tissue. Sex cells are cells involved in sexual reproduction. In males, the sperm cell is the mature and functional sex cell. In females, the egg cell is the sex cell. The sex cells are the only haploid cells. The rest of the animal cells are developed and referred to as somatic cells. Stem cells are totipotent, meaning they could develop into any type of animal cell. Animal cell spread. 1. During cell division, animal cells divide by forming a cleavage furrow to separate daughter cells. This is contrast to the plate the plant cells form during cell division. 2. Animal cells respect aerobically. It needs oxygen as it serves the final electron acceptor in redox reaction of cell respiration. 3. Not all animal cells have a nucleus. For example, red blood cells do not have a nucleus to have more space for hemoglobin. Um, Thank you for my presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.